Hello children, I hope you all are safe and fine in your home. So today we are here to start at the second module of lesson number 5 in science, and lesson number 5 is health and hygiene, for which you have seen the first module earlier, and today we are here with the second module. So let's start. Girls, in this module, let us first study about the first aid. The correct definition of first aid is that it is the first or immediate help given to an injured person before he or she is taken to a hospital. And a typical first aid box and its contents you can see in this given picture. And why do we need a first aid box? Because accidents can take place and we need these boxes at such times. What are the reasons for accidents? The common causes are burning candles and matchsticks when we carelessly handle them. And the second one is electrical faults in the wiring of switchboards or plug points or in the electrical appliances. And the third one is gas leaks in the kitchen. So how can we save ourselves from these fires? The first thing is that do not play with burning matchsticks or candles. The second is do not wear synthetic clothes because these kind of clothes catch fire very easily. Then use sand or fire extinguisher to put out the fire caused due to electrical faults. Please do not use water in these cases. And the last one is in cases of major fires, inform the fire station immediately. Now we come to the first aid. So what first aid can be used in case of burns? The first is move the person away from fire. And second is dip the burnt area in cold water. The third one is roll on the ground if the clothes have caught fire till the fire is put out. And the last is call for medical help if the burn is really very severe. Now we come to the next kind of accident, that is fractures. So what is a fracture? A fracture is a cracked or a broken bone, right? And what are the symptoms of fractures? You will have pain and swellings in the injured area. The injured area will be out of shape and there will be difficulty in movement. So what first aid can be given in this case? The first one is calm the injured person. Do not panic. Then don't move the injured person or the injured area. Then apply ice so that the swelling can be reduced. Use a cloth sling or a splint to prevent the movement. Then take the patient to the doctor. And in this picture you can see a cloth sling is being used to support the arm where the fracture has taken place. Now the next common accident is animal bites. Many a times your pets like cats and dogs, they bite you, right? And this can be dangerous. So what first aid to be given in this case? The first is that you wash that wound with soap and water and then apply antiseptic cream and cover it with clean bandage and then take the person to the hospital. Now we come to the next topic, and this is diseases. What is a disease? It is a state in which a part of the body is no longer healthy. And these diseases can be of two types: non-communicable diseases and communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases are the ones which do not spread from one person to another, whereas communicable diseases are the ones which can spread from one person to another. So let us first study about the non-communicable diseases, and these type of diseases are also known as deficiency diseases because they take place due to deficiency of a particular nutrient in our body. And the first disease is scurvy, which is caused due to deficiency of vitamin C. And what are the symptoms? You will have bleeding gums, falling teeth and swelling of joints. The second disease is rickets, which happens due to deficiency of vitamin D, and the symptoms are twisted or bent legs and weak bones, and you can see in the picture. The third is goiter, which happens due to deficiency of iodine, and for this you will have swelling in the neck region, as you can see in the given picture. The non-communicable disease, the other kind of non-communicable diseases are diabetes, arthritis, heart diseases, etc. Now we come to communicable diseases which can spread from one person to another, and these diseases are caused by germs and infections. So the first communicable disease we are reading is common cold, which happens due to virus. The virus is the germ that spreads it, and in this you will have running nose, fever, headache, sore throat and cough. Typhoid. Bacteria causes typhoid, and in this you will have high fever, headache, rashes on the chest and the stomach. The third disease is malaria, which is caused by a protozoa and especially by a special kind of mosquito. And in this disease you will have fever, constant shivering and vomiting. Then polio. Polio is caused by a virus. In some cases, you will have sore throat, fatigue, nausea, diarrhea, and you may vomit, or it may sometimes cause paralysis also. So how to prevent yourself from diseases? The first important thing is that you eat a balanced diet. The second is you prevent the spread of germs from one person to another, and keep the infected person away from others. Very important is to keep the surroundings clean. And the last important thing is that you can prevent communicable diseases by vaccination. Now, what is vaccination? Vaccination is the process of giving a person or an animal a vaccine. And what is a vaccine? A vaccine is a substance that protects the body from the disease. It is usually given to a person by injecting it, and it is different for different diseases. So with this, we have come to the end of this lesson. I hope the lesson is clear to you. Let us do a quick recap of the lesson, health and hygiene. In the first module, you read about having a balanced diet, that is about all the nutrients, carbohydrate, fat, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Then we read about importance of exercise, rest and maintaining correct body posture. Also about maintaining hygiene. And in this module today you have learnt about first aid and also what first aid is to be given in cases of fire, burns, fractures and animal bites. Then we learnt about the diseases and their causes, mainly two types of diseases, non-communicable and communicable diseases. Non-communicable, which are caused by lack of nutrient, right? And we learnt about several examples. Communicable diseases, which can spread from one person to another. And for it also, we have seen the examples of communicable diseases. I hope the lesson is clear to you, children. Please read it again. Thank you.